Brothers star Matt Goss has made a glittering return to the spotlight as a contender in Strictly Come Dancing's 20th series. The When Will I Be Famous singer has spent years living in the US, where by his own admission, he became a recluse following a major trauma that changed him as a person. For 8 years, the 53-year-old locked himself away after his beloved mother Carol died in shocking circumstances. She had been diagnosed with breast cancer and was living with Matt in Los Angeles so that he could care for her in her final days. Determined to keep her as comfortable as possible, Matt drained her lungs each day, explaining, "It's one of those things that it's not just about leaving, it's the things that go into trying to keep her alive and trying to maintain her dignity." Sadly, the end came suddenly when an IV drip caused Carol's stomach to rupture. "I knew that I wouldn't have a mother within 12 hours and sure enough it was 12 hours later she passed," Matt told White Wine Question Time, revealing the violent experience left him with PTSD. Speaking to the Mirror and other news outlets, he explained how the trauma saw him shrink into himself and withdraw from the world. He said, "I knew in a somewhat unhealthy way that I was becoming reclusive in my world because it was shows, concerts, touring. And then I was retreating far too heavily, certainly on the 11th year of my residency, and I was like, I lost my mom and I steamed through my grief with my work and I spent a little bit of time on my album." However, after years of estrangement, Carol's death eventually reunited Matt with his brother and brother's bandmate Luke. "When you lose your mom, emotions are high and all your nerve endings are broken. I have to say it broke us a little bit," he previously told the Mirror. "Then I got a call from my brother's wife Shirley. Me and Luke just jumped on the phone and started talking. It was a couple of years after Mom passed. I realized, there and then, that Luke is the love of my life. More recently, it was a trip back to the UK changed everything for Matt and convinced him it was time to start living again. I spent time throwing frisbees and kicking a football around Hyde Park and London got under my skin. I literally said, I want to go home," he explained. Then literally 2 weeks after that, Strictly called and it was one of those things. Am either going to go back to London and go to a reclusive place or am going to come and be really happy and meet people like Fleur East, who is so full of life and so kind. I am bloody nervous but it's a decision because I felt myself going into not such a good place and I already feel better now that I've made the decision." Matt also insisted that it was a big misconception that musicians and singers would find it easier to dance. He said, "I thought I might have an advantage with the music but you are immediately bloody humbled when you go in there. It goes against everything. There's no messing up on stage. On this show, everything you can messing up." What do you think of the Strictly lineup this year? Have your say in the comments section below.